There was a knock at the door. I think that means my PSA cards are here. My PSA cards are here. Awesome. Let's go. PSA cards, PSA cards. Oh. Ow. Oh, that did hurt. What did I hit? Hey collectors, as you saw in this title, today is an exciting video. I got my second shipment back from PSA. I don't know exactly what's in here. I think I know what's in here because I've sent a few things off. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, this is through Ludkins Collectibles. So PSA, obviously, they're the grading company, but Ludkins Collectibles is who I've been using that does all the paperwork. They do all the handling, and I'll tell you, they've been fantastic. If you saw my previous video, you'll know what big cards I pulled in that. If you're a Pokemon fan, there were some big pulls in that. So in the eye above, if you have not checked it out, go check it out. In this one, I'm actually going to be opening up, if it's what I think it is, there's going to be some Pokemon cards, but there's also some sports cards in here as well. As you know, I'm a hockey fan, and I have been slowly collecting PSA hockey cards as well. So I wanted to try the service through Ludkins with sports cards specifically. Now, the difference with Ludkins with sports cards is they don't actually give their predicted grade. So when you send it into Ludkins, they don't have a prediction for you. But and if you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, you're going to want to go watch my other videos because it explains how to grade through Ludkins, which is honestly a great service for people like me that have never graded a card before and really want someone to kind of hold your hand through the whole process. They do all that work for you. So definitely go check out that other video because it's going to be very, very helpful. So I do see Pokemon cards, and yeah, so it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. I feel like I had more than that, so I do know there's another shipment on the way back, so obviously this is not all the cards. So as I have done in previous videos, we're going to open up one at a time. I want this to be a surprise for you and I. Hopefully I'm not, you can see what I'm doing here. Just open them up. They packaged it pretty well, so it came in this box here. This is obviously from PSA. I'm sure they probably open it up, make sure that the right cards are in there. Let's see, can I slide these out without flipping them over? I like building the suspense. So I sent, in the previous video that I recommended you watch, it was only base set holographic cards that I sent back. Oh, I see one. Ooh, I feel one that has not been graded. So that's a concern, yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm curious to see what that says. It's not the card actually that I thought. So we'll get to that. We'll look at that one first. So this is a Steve Shutt rookie card, and they did not grade it. It's a mini. I don't know exactly what that means. So this is a mini sizer cube. So I'll have to look into that. Probably the information will be at the bottom below because I'm going to look into it to see exactly what that means. So I don't know if that means it's been cut or it's been... Yeah, I don't know exactly what that means. So I'm going to have to look to see exactly what that means. So the information will be below, so you'll know what it means. All right, so we've got other cards to go through, so that's pretty cool. So we're going through some Pokemon cards here. So yes, I sent a Birds. So this is a Hidden Fates. This is the only secret rare from Hidden Fates. This is the Trio Birds Rainbow Rare. I sent this off probably 5 months ago, I'll say. It's been a long time, maybe 4 months. But with everything going on in the world, it's been a little bit slower. So I sent this off, I would say, before I really knew exactly what I was doing in terms of grading cards. Like now that I look at this, it looks okay. I don't know if it's going to get a 10. I hope it gets a 10. But I sent it off when it was probably more valuable than it is now, and it's a pretty common card to pull. So I'm going to guess a 9, but let's hope for a 10. So Hidden Fates Birds, we got a 10. All right, excellent. I'm not sure exactly what that's worth, but again, it's a pretty common card, but I wanted to send one off, and that's pretty cool. Got a Birds. Everybody in their world and their kid has a bird. So anyway, so there we go. That's a good way to start it off with a 10. And then we've got, oh, okay, yep. This was actually the first, I think this was the first shiny card I pulled. Again, cards were a little bit more valuable back then. I think this card's maybe worth $15 raw. So when I look at it, it looks actually centered half decent. So we'll hope for a 10 here as well. So this is the Aether Foundation employee, and we've got, ooh, a mint 9. Okay, that's too bad. I guess it's maybe shifted up a little bit. Oh, the back, yeah, the back. It's definitely shifted to the left. And a huge scratch on the... That's too bad. There's a big scratch right on the case there. Anyways, that's too bad. But that's still a pretty cool card. I have yet to actually pull this one again. It's been... Put that over there. Yeah, so that I mean, I'm happy about that. I have not pulled it again, so I don't know if it's a particularly difficult one. It's not a very valuable one, but all right, last Pokemon card. Now this one I sent off. This used to be a pretty lucrative card to get, and again, I look at it, I didn't know what I was doing back then, and I was just sending cards of like, yeah, this looks like it's pretty good. The centering on it is not good at all, so this is definitely not going to get a 10. Let's just take a quick look at the back. The back looks pretty good. The back looks pretty good. So it's the front that is just not centered very well. So I will be shocked if this is a 10, but I suspect it'll be a 9. This used to be a pretty lucrative card. I think it was an expensive one, and you know, Guardians Rising, it's a 3-year-old set now. I don't think people are looking too much for it anymore. So we've got ourselves, I'm guessing, PSA 9. Ooh, an 8. Oh, it's brutal. It's just the centering is just not good on it. So that is, you know, and again, this is why I went through Ludkins, is because I as you can tell, I sent in a card that I should never have sent in, and I've learned a lot since, you know, in the last 6 months about cards and how they should be centered and how the back should look and all that. So I am doing another video soon about how to know what cards to send in. So I'm going to be explaining about centering. I've even got, like, you know, here's, if you do not know what this is a loop. This is help to get that, you know, close look up on things. I wonder if I can show that through the camera. So, you know, you're able to get the nice close, and you can look at the edges, you can look at corners, things like that. So, that will be another video I'm going to do just to help you for those people that are, you know, new into grading. So that's too bad. We went 10, 9, 8. So that was pretty brutal. Now, I have some more. These are some hockey cards. It looks like I got 4 left. I don't expect the grades to be too fantastic on these. These were more just cards that I've always wanted to have. And the first one I can actually see, it's Mario Lemieux. Mario Lemieux's rookie card, which is great. I will say I was actually pretty nervous that this card was a reprint. I didn't think it was, but I got it for a good price on eBay, and you never really know. It overall looked pretty good. But there was like a printing error. I don't know if you can see it by the logo. There's like, it's like a line that kind of goes right through the logo. So there was just a few things that I was like, like it's centered really well. The corners are pretty crisp. So I'm very curious to see what that line kind of takes away from the card. So anyways, I'm excited to have Mario Lemieux's rookie card. I have Wayne Gretzky's rookie card, and these are just some of the ones that I've kind of wanted to knock off the list. So Mario Lemieux. All right, there we go. An 8. That's honestly better than I had expected. Off the top of my head, I have no idea what this is worth. So again, it's going to flash up at the bottom. I'm sure this one is half decent because it's Mario Lemieux, and you know, it's 1985. That's a 35-year-old card. So that's pretty cool. So we'll put that in the 8 pile. I'm pretty happy about that. All right, so we've got a couple out there. Now we get into the Montreal Canadian Legends out there. So this is Guy Carbonneau. My goal, I'm a Montreal Canadian fan. I'm sorry to all those Leaf fans and other fans out there, but I really do like the older vintage cards, and I've been trying to collect all of the Montreal Canadiens that have their numbers retired. So I've recently acquired Larry Robinson that was PSA graded. I've got Dickie Moore. I've got Jean Beliveau, Guy Lafleur, all those things here. So here's a Guy Carbonneau one that I have wanted for a little while. So this is in 1983, so this is a pretty old card as well, and it actually looks like it's in pretty good condition. You look at the corners, they look fairly crisp. I mean, there's a little bit of wear at the top, but curious to see what we got here. Ooh, okay, yep, that makes a little more sense. That's a 5. So again, this isn't going to be a stellar, very expensive card by any means. I'm actually surprised it's a 5. You know, it doesn't look too bad. I guess it's a little bit of a rough cut when you look at the... It's tough to see on the video there, but it's a bit of a rough cut, like on the edges there. But yeah, okay. So PSA 5. We've got 2 cards left, and again, I'm going to link in the description below Ludkins Collectibles. You definitely want to go check them out and educate yourself on their services through PSA. There's a lot of different grading companies out there, and for me personally, Pokemon, I really believe in PSA for Pokemon cards, with the exception of if you believe you have an absolutely perfect card. Beckett is a great service to use for them if you can get a Beckett 10 or a Black Label 10. So that's something to look into if you want to know. That's the rare of all rare cards to get, is the Black Label 10. For hockey cards, anything that I would say is 1985 and older, I go through PSA. And maybe even the late 80s I would. But anything more modern, some 90s and above, I do believe in Beckett for that. Just that's where the market is. That's where PSA is really good at old vintage things, and they're good at current things as well, but Beckett has done a really good job with more modern cards. So we've got, let's see here, Bob Gainey. I had actually 2 Bob Gainey cards. This one I can see is a little bit shifted to the left, but I sent the better of the 2 that I had, and I mean, the corners look pretty good, but I have no idea, especially based on the last one that was a 5. I don't know what to expect. I'm kind of thrown off with the Lemieux being an 8, and then the Carbonneau being a 5. So I would think maybe this is in the middle. Maybe this will be a 6 or a 7. So again, I'm not a grader. I'm still learning a lot, as you can tell based on that I sent a Tapu Lele that was horribly centered. All right, Bob Gainey, what do you got for us today? A 6. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I figured based on the Guy Carbonneau. I'm happy with that. I mean, Bob Gainey, he was a great player, defenseman. Or I'm sorry, no, he's a left winger. Who am I thinking of? But Bob Gainey was actually the GM for the Montreal Canadiens for a number of years. So I've always liked Bob Gainey. Last card for this round of grading is a Guy Lapointe rookie card. So 1970, so this is a very old card. This was a 50-year-old card, which is crazy. So this one I think is, I mean, no, it doesn't look that good. I mean, I think this will probably fall into that 5 or 6 category as well. So Guy Lapointe, another legend for the Montreal Canadiens. So we've got a 5. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm not too upset with that. Again, the prices will be down below as to what they're worth. But I do have some more cards that I'm going to be sending off to Beckett, to Ludkins. That's going to be some Pokemon cards and some sports cards. And then and even some really old ones, like from the 50s, which is really, really cool. So you're going to have to watch for that. And then I've got some that I'm going to put through Beckett in the near future as well, that are going to be some sports cards, even some, basketball cards. But there is a card that I'm going to try to go for the Black Label, just because I do believe from a Pokemon perspective, I think it could be a perfect card. So anyways, that is it for today. The big winner was the Birds. So there we go. We got a Birds that's a 10. And you know what, that Lemieux, that's actually a pretty exciting grade. So I'm excited to add that one to my collection. So that's it for today. If I did not mention, I'm the Millennial Collector. I do lots of Pokemon openings, sports card openings, gradings. Please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you on the channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have an amazing day.